Welcome back to Black River Falls. Ken Manning, Western Wisconsin Video Productions, LLC, along with Carl Zuby. Well, 11:15, they said, was when we could begin the next round. They're quickly cleaning the mats, which I thought was an excellent idea here, Carl. You always want to do the best possible scenarios, protocols, and keeping everything clean, because you know what? We want to wrestle next weekend.
Yes, we want to wrestle the next 3 weekends.
Exactly. Well said on that one. So they're making sure the host is Black River Falls as far as the site, but the host school is G.E.T. Mel-Min, and the folks from G.E.T. Mel-Min doing a tremendous job here today as they continue with the cleaning, not only of the mats, but making sure that people are doing their best, keeping the mask on, doing the social distance thing, and that is very much appreciated by everyone. As Carl mentioned, we want to make sure that we're wrestling these next 3 weekends, because that's our state tournament trail. I want to say thanks to all those fine folks that will be sponsoring and helping to support that state tournament trail series. Everything that we do will be tape delayed, and you'll find them on the school channels and Vernon Communications, through the Vernon Communications system, television system, channel 14. You'll find it also. We'll probably put the matches, the tournaments, on the DeSoto channel, Westby's channel 7, Viroqua channel 6, Cashton channel 2, and we also hope to put it on the Lafarge school channel for the Kickapoo Lafarge Predators, who will be up in Westby. So, Carl, we take a look at next weekend with the regionals. We talked about this just for a moment earlier here in the beginning of round one. Talk about that once again. You're going to be traveling to Prairie du Chien, and going to be some solid teams there, but probably the front runner, team-wise, would be the Blackhawks of Prairie du Chien.
Yes. Yeah, they've got quite a team going this year.
Now, interesting, the WIA will not have team sectionals. They've actually done away with that for this 1 year, and they're going to go back to the old school. In fact, it was way back when I was wrestling, and beyond that, during your time as a wrestler, they're actually going to be taking the team scores of the individual sectional and moving that on for the champion of that sectional will be the team representative.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it'll be something else. Well, here we go with the second round, and we are going to have our area wrestlers. And Carl, you called it. We're probably going to get 3 of our local guys out here, and that's what's going on.
Yep, we've got Braden Glasspool of West Salem Bangor against Blake Hansen of Westby on the green mat, mat number 1. Preston Burroker and Isaac Shipduff.
Yeah, I would say
Schneip.
Schneip. Sure.
Schneip Duff. We'll call him Isaac.
and we will also have. Is that 132?
Yeah.
Where we have. We have Ethan Dobbs of Viroqua taking on Monroy of Arcadia. Monroy lost to Hiles of G.E.T in that first round, and right away we're going to get a takedown here by Ethan Dobbs, and he'll lead 2-0. Broker out in front also by a score of 2-0. Boy, that was a little bit of an acrobatic move there, trying to get that cradle. Realized that he was not in position, and he kind of rolled right back over the top and regained that control.
Yeah, these little guys can move a lot quicker and fly around a lot more than the bigger guys.
No kidding, yeah. Here goes Dobbs with that double armbar, and he has got Monroy stacked right up here trying to get that pin. Very close to it, trying to slow Monroy down, and there it is. First period pin, they'll give it to him in about 1:33. So Dobbs picks up the win. He goes to 2-0 in this round robin tournament. Monroy, I tell you what, holding his arm, I don't blame him at all. That would definitely stretch you out with that double armbar. 2-0 score. They check where everybody is at, and they're going to bring out the leg bands. They snuck out there without them on.
Oh, sneaky devils.
We've got to watch them all the time. Well, we hope that you'll enjoy watching this Western Wisconsin video production throughout the day. Again, thanks to all those wonderful sponsors that we'll be seeing here. We'll have a ticker tape of them, as well as, of course, the rolling commercials. We'll turn the music down here in just a few minutes and let you watch those for about 6 minutes or so. Broker with some more points, now picking up back points, leading 4-0. He'll have more if he doesn't pick up the pin.
He tried that leg Turk a little earlier, didn't quite have enough leverage, but didn't get any back points out of it. They started that match on their feet, so he's got the 2 takedowns there on the mat for 4 points.
Over on mat number 3, we have another Blackhawk wrestler out there on the mat. Broker does pick up the pin.
Right now, Blake Hansen is trailing by a score of 2-0 from Glasspool of West Salem Bangor. And I believe Primer down there on mat 3 just took the fall.
Yep, I was wondering if that was him. Well, let's see, who was he? He was wrestling Wolf of West Salem Bangor, who was the top seed, so that was not going to be an easy task for sure.
Winker's going to have a bye at 145.
Okay.
So we will just have Dominic Hansen of Westby in that bracket.
There always seems to be one round, whether it's the second or third round, that is like super fast.
Yep.
It's like, where did that go? That might be it right here.
Glasspool opting for the optional start to start these. No, they must have just stopped the match. We've got under a minute to go in period number 1. So it is 2-1 the score. Glasspool leading Hansen of Westby on mat 1.
So over on mat 3, another Norseman out on the mat taking on G.E.T. Mel-Min. And let's see, we must be at, I want to say 132, but it's not 132. So let's go up a little bit here.
That's probably Hansen.
Oh, that's Hansen and Leffler. Yep,
And
at 145.
Glasspool just pinned Blake Hansen at 120 pounds to finish that bracket off.
All right. Well, we can flip the switch on that one. Well, let's take a look at those sponsors here. I'm going to turn that music down for us. Again, thanks to all the sponsors you're going to be seeing here on that lower right-hand corner of the screen. Helping us out here. Things changed up a little bit. We typically we would run a 3-conference Saturday, and I would usually wind up going down to the SWC, SWAL, and Carl has usually covered the Coulee, and then we'd send Wayne and Shelley to the Scenic Bluffs. Well, the Scenic Bluffs had their conference tournament last night. Ridge and Valley, not a part of that. They're opting to wait till later on in the year. Maybe run a private tournament. I don't know what there's many different thoughts out there right now. And I don't know that SWAL or SWC did anything.
I haven't heard anything.
Yeah.
Well, Mat 1 should be 145 pound. That should be Cody Peterson of West Salem Bangor and Cameron Boland of Arcadia on mat 1.
2-0 score down here on mat number 3 with Hansen. That again at 145. I guess 132 is done. I can flip the page again. Tell you what, these 45-pounders, Hansen is working hard underneath trying to get away, and G.E.T, Mel-Min, and Leffler just like a leech.
Hansen with a nice cradle defense, able to pull around with a reversal.
Wow. Yeah, that was good. That should, thought that tied it up here. They still have not put any score down. Still 2-0 according to the score clock. Nice little sit-out series here on the orange mat, picking up the escape. 9-1 score though. At 138, McCormick out in front of Niederkorn.
Peterson with a reversal on mat 1 over Boland of Arcadia. It's going to bring the score up to 4-3.
What weight is that again?
It should be 145.
Oh, that's 45. Okay.
Yep. I think we've got all 45 out here right now. Well, no.
Oh, this is 38 on the
Right in
orange
front of
mat.
us,
Yeah. Okay. Still 2-0 score in period number 2 out on the black mat with Hansen. Dominic Hansen ever so close to getting some back points here. Now he's got the count, and he'll get 2 for the near fall. Four nothing lead. Riley Cade, the official, he kind of looking down in there. He's like, "Okay, you got to let go of him now." He was pretty intent on hanging on to that. Well, they start out in the neutral position here on the black mat.
Well, McCormick picked up the pin over Niederkorn of G.E.T at 138.
Trying to get the takedown Hansen trying to scoot around behind, but there he's got it. Leffler was fighting that pretty hard and finally just didn't have enough of a leverage, you might say.
In that 145-pound bracket, do you have the winner of the Peterson-Leffler mat? Leffler from G.E.T, Peterson, West Salem, Bangor?
145?
Yes.
Hansen and Leffler. That's who's on. You said Hansen and Leffler?
No, Peterson and Leffler.
Oh.
That was the round one match.
Oh, that was round one. Leffler won that one.
We're going to have Cale Anderson up on mat number 2 when they get a few things sorted out. They must be waiting on time right now.
Oh, sure. Well, they did zip right along. But, you know, that's the other part of the nice thing was throwing in those exhibition matches to help lengthen out that wait period. You have to go 45 minutes.
And, you know, normally they like those because people go out and buy concessions. And,
Yep.
And there is not that here this year.
No, there's not. That's you're coming in and going out and taking care of business, I guess. Well, Hansen taking care of business out there on mat number 3, coming away with the pin. He had 15 seconds to spare. So he'll pick up the win. He moves to 2-0 on the day.
It's 8-4 the score here on mat 1. That is Peterson over Bolin of Arcadia. Peterson now on the top position, leading by a score of by 4 points. Looks like we've got about a minute left in period number 3. And that'll probably be another one of those 152-pound matches.
Yep.
So that'll either be Rogie and Moses or Vatlin and Patzner at 152. Winker with a bye from Viroqua at 145 this round. And then shortly up after that, we'll see Aaron Dobbs and Clay Nottestead in the 160-pound class. I'm guessing we'll probably have to take a little bit of a break after.
I wouldn't be surprised here, yeah.
After this.
Yeah, I could see that happening. It's hard to hear. Rick Dobbs is doing a nice job of announcing the wrestlers and what weights or what mats. They've really been rolling them along very well, but he's kind of had to stop and wait too.
Well, Boland's going to bring it within 2. He's trailing now 8-6, but with the escape point awarded to Peterson, it's going to be maybe a little too late. 9-6 the score as they go out of bounds. Oh, you move the camera to try to accommodate, and then you forget you move it. Our cameraman didn't show up today.
I tell you what. All right, they're getting ready now for Cale Anderson to come out here on the orange mat.
Peterson's going to be your winner from West Salem Bangor over Bolin of Arcadia by a score of 9-6.
So we're finished up all the way up to through 145, halfway through the weight classes. Over on mat number 3, we're going to have, let's see.
That should be.
Is that Rogie? Rogie and Moses, I believe, yep. West Salem Bangor's Rogie taking on Black River Falls Moses. Well, Carl, here we go with Cale.
Well, if you blinked already, just 5 seconds into the mat, Cale's got a takedown.
Wow.
You almost have to slow the speed of the camera down.
Can I do that now?
And Vatlin's no slouch either. He come out. He's
Oh yeah.
Vatlin is up against Patzner of Arcadia. Patzner, the number 2 seed.
Yeah, he's deciding to try and put on a clinic also.
Yes. And that's gonna, the Vatlin Anderson match is gonna be a good match.
That should be the last one of the day, right? Or next to last. Next to last.
Yep.
Well, Rogie, you look at the records, Rogie is the number 2 seed, Vatlin the number 3 seed. So they will wrestle in this next upcoming round, in round 3. There we're going to get a pin over on mat number 3. That was Rogie and Moses. Rogie picking up that win. So at 152, I tell you what, those 3 guys out there, and I'm sure with fans they would say, well, it's going to be a great match with Rogie and Anderson, and I'm saying, yeah, it can be. These next 3 matches, these next 3 rounds, they're going to be fun to watch.
Yes.
Well, Anderson picks up the pin.
We've got a broken mask from Patzner of Arcadia on mat 1. A little break in the action.
Oh. Tie up a new one. Well, here is Aaron Dobbs over on mat number 3 at 160 pounds. He is taking on Estebe.
I'll see if I can assist. Yep.
Esteban, there we go. I had to look down. I'm like, I never heard of Estebe. And
yeah, they put his first name in on the bracket up on top.
Oh.
Didn't have enough room for everything.
Okay, yeah. Well, they're going to go flying out of bounds. They'll come back to the mat.
Well, Vatland, we're down under a minute to go, first period. Like about 10 seconds. Vatland leading by a score of 6-2. And Lynn will flip the coin. Patzner will defer to Vatland. He'll choose to go down in the second period.
Vatland, tell you what, as a freshman last year, he raised some eyebrows. So watch out for him these next 2 to 3 years.
Nice, smooth, kind of a standing switch almost. He was to his feet. Patzner really couldn't follow anyway.
Dobbs and Esteban back out on the mat now. Lower left.
Patzner being warned for stalling as Vatland tries to he was trying to dig an arm bar out. Now he's got a cross wrist. Pretty violent, trying to get something going there. Patzner doing a good job of stalling there on the bottom.
Esteban originally looked like he was trying to get a fireman's carry, and that kind of backfired. Now being caught up in a cradle by Dobbs.
Vatland has pulled almost every trick out of the book to try and get some hand control. And it's just, Patzner's just not having it.
There's going to be the fall. Dobbs picks up the win. At 160 pounds, he moves to 2-0 for the day.
Well, Patzner got his second warning for stalling, which gave Vatlin a point. Vatlin is now leading by a score of 9-2. Now running a half Nelson. He's got a wrist. He's just can't quite get it going enough to get him turned.
Clay Nottestead will come out onto the mat. The black mat. He is going to be facing Caleb Lackey from G.E.T. Mel-Min.
Patzner just received his third warning. So that'll bring the score up 10-2. Vatlin leading Patzner of Arcadia.
This orange mat, it's going to be Johnson of West Salem Bangor taking on Peterson of Black River Falls. Right now that score is 2-0. Peterson had picked up a win over Nottestead in that first round. He trails 4-0 to Johnson. Johnson had picked up a pin over Esteban of Arcadia. Now getting some back points. You get a good leg rider, it is tough to get out of the holds.
Well, and it's a very advanced form of stalling, or can be, because you can look like you're really doing something, but when you have their hips broke down like that,
yeah,
and you're just switching from one side to the other, digging a wrist out.
You don't have to expend a whole lot of energy.
No.
You're right.
Vatlin's going to pull up 12-2 after that reversal over Patzner, and we're going to take a little referee timeout to resituate that blue paper mask that Patzner's wearing. And then I think maybe giving him a little coaching on not stalling, because I don't know what comes after the third. They just keep going, don't they? I mean,
you know, they used to be you'd be stalled out, but yeah, I think now they keep going.
That one getting a little bit more persuasive with some of those arm bars.
He wants that turn. That's what he wants. Nottestead coming in has a 2-0 lead. He was looking for a potential cradle, but couldn't quite get it connected, and they went out of bounds. Stand up here by Lackey. Nottestead able to bring him back down to the mat. Very close to locked hands, but Paczynski, the official, didn't make the call, so he must have had him, must have had the hands unlocked in time.
Vatlin's still trying. He did everything he could. Patzner very tough on the bottom. So Vatlin, your winner by a score of 12-2 over Patzner of Arcadia.
You know, the top three seeds at 152 pounds, Carl, are sitting at 2-0. So coming up here on the next round, we're going to see some fireworks.
Yes.
Well, Lackey able to get the escape. He had his choice and chose to go down, trailing 2-1. Nottestead trying to fight off a Russian tie for a takedown. Trying to keep that head away and not get position. Now he does a nice job of breaking free.
Mat 1, we're going to jump up to 170 pounds. We're going to see Hayden Liga of West Salem Bangor and Joseph Nelson of Arcadia. Liga rocking a pretty sweet mullet. Like, there's
I had to do a double take. I had to look twice. I'm like,
yeah,
they allow that.
I mean, had Cody Nelson been wrestling for Viroqua, it would have rivaled Cody Nelson's
There you
mullet.
go. Yeah.
I'll have to mention to him that I mentioned that
Yeah.
on air live.
He missed out on an opportunity there, right?
Yes. Yeah, they don't give trophies out for mullets, but if they did.
Well, picking up the win 9-4, I think it was. It's at 160 pounds. Johnson of West Salem, Bangor over Peterson. That was a real good match there. Those guys were going at it. Nottestead finds himself trailing 3-2 now. There we go. Sorry about that, folks. Trailing 3-2. He stands up trying to get away. And he does break free, tying this match up at 3 apiece. We're moving to 182 pounds on the orange mat. And that is going to be Ramo of G.E.T, Mel-Min, and Black Deer of Black River Falls.
Well, Nelson had Liga down in near fall criteria and got just a little bit too far off, didn't have quite enough chest pressure. Liga able to turn into it and come away with a reversal and at least 3 near fall, and now the pin with 5 seconds to go. So Hayden Liga, your winner at 170 pounds over Joseph Nelson of Arcadia.
Well, that just shows you gotta maintain position, right?
You never know.
Yeah, you never know.
So 182 pounds, DePietro's going to have a forfeit. Westby is not represented.
Nottestead, 4-3 lead now. I didn't see what that extra point was. He got the escape, I believe, that tied up. I don't know if there was an illegal hold or what happened there. Going in, he really likes that Russian tie, does Peterson of, or check that, Lakey, of G.T. Mel-Min. Nottestead has been able to fight that off and try to go for his own particular takedown setup.
Well, Mat 1, we've jumped up to 182 pounds. We're going to see River Rommel of G.E.T. and Jacob Blackdeer of Black River Falls. Blackdeer trying to circle around to get the first takedown of the match. Pull up to a 2-0 lead. Looks to be about 30 seconds in or so to the first period.
Speaking of 30 seconds, that's what we have left over on the black mat. Now down to 26. Both wrestlers on their feet here. A takedown can win it for either wrestler, though it's 4-3 Nottestead. Nottestead gets the takedown, and that would pretty much ice things. Otherwise, Lackey is going to try and get a last-second win. Here comes the shot, fighting that off. Nottestead got to be careful he doesn't get warned here. I don't know if he has been or not. And time runs out. Boy, just able to fight that double leg takedown attempt off. And picking up a squeaker right there, Clay Nottestead. All right, let's take a look now. We're done with 160, and we're
done with 70.
70.
I've got the only 82-pound match on mat 1.
Okay. This is over here on the orange mat. Ramo now has Blackdeer in a whole lot of trouble. It's a 4-4 score. It won't be after this. In fact, it's going to be a pin. Ramo comes away from G.E.T. Mel-Min with the victory. He runs his record to 2-0 so far here today in this round-robin tournament. Over on mat number 3, the black mat. That's going to And that finishes off 182. Does that put us at 195
No,
over there?
I've got 182, I believe, down here on mat 1. I think this is Rommel and Black Deer down here.
Oh, did I have the wrong ones?
I think so.
Well, drats. What did I have?
Unless I have Nara and
No, I think I had that. I think you're right. I think I had Najara and Majorik. No, wait, that was West Salem Bangor. That was you have those two.
I think I've got Rommel
Yep.
and you had the bigger guys. You had 195, I think.
Oh, that's West Salem Bangor there on the green mat.
Oh. So I have 195.
You have 195, yep. So 182 is done. And now we're at 195, 220, and 285. We're all over the board. But we kind of knew that would happen.
Yeah. And the guys that you're not familiar with, that you haven't seen all season, it's tough.
Yeah, exactly. We're going to get a pin over here. This, I believe, was at West Salem Bangor and Lockington. West Salem Bangor goes down here via the pin. Lockington gets the victory. That's that freshman, right? It is.
Yes.
Right now, Ty Harbaugh for Westby out here on the orange mat. No score in this match. He is taking on Arcadia and Zigweed.
They haven't got, I suppose there was no takedown awarded.
Oh, yeah.
Well, Najara in on a headlock.
Oof.
And the pin at 195.
That was pretty tight.
So we've got some exhibition coming up.
Well, we can focus in now. We do have a Blackhawk over there on the black mat there. Is that...
That's Evan Solberg.
That's Evan? I thought it looked like him, but... Yeah, they didn't have him. He was supposed to wrestle varsity tonight, or no?
Well, we had to wrestle off at 26, and Preston Baroker took the 26 spot, and I think he was about a half a pound short of 20.
Oh,
So
okay.
I think next weekend we're going to see Evan at 120.
At 120, sure. Harbaugh in the top position here to begin period number 2, breaking down Zigweed. Zigweed trying to kick up and out, and Ty will follow him right out of bounds. Going to get now is that an exhibition down here on the green mat?
Yes, Bobby Skeeten-Stelner.
Okay.
Not sure who his opponent is. Bobby was a little light for his weight class today.
Okay. You don't hear that very often.
No, he was 0.3 of a pound underweight.
Oh, wow.
So he elected to take some exhibition matches today.
Well, this way he can still make a certain weight next weekend?
Yes, he'll still be able, I believe he'll wrestle 170 next weekend.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yep. But he would normally weigh in at right around 153 pounds.
Okay.
But he's got to, because you can only go up one weight class, so he has to weigh more than the allowed weight for 152. So that's right now 154.
Yep.
So 154.1, and I think he was 153.7.
Now he might have another. He'll probably have another predicament, Carl. Doesn't he? You have to weigh over 155.
We get another pound for regionals.
Right. I wondered about that. Even though it's January 30th.
That's a lot of orange juice to drink in the morning.
Steak and eggs. Steak and eggs, buddy.
And there's very few wrestlers in existence that have to worry about getting enough to eat to make sure they can wait to wrestle.
Yeah. Harbaugh really is doing a real nice job now. All of a sudden has lost his position, and Zigwig trying to come around from behind. He's going to get the reversal. So Zigwig, with about 15 seconds remaining in the period, gets the 2 and leads 2-0. Last year, my nephew Jacob at Ithaca Weston was in that situation where they decided at regionals, you know what, why don't you go up a weight class or so? And so he wound up, I think this year he might be, I think he's wrestling like 170, but last year he was at sectionals and placed 4th at sectionals, weighing the same. He had to eat like crazy, and he wrestled 195. So it was just, I'm like, well, not too many people have to worry about this, Jacob. Enjoy. Harbaugh trying to get out from underneath here as he trails 2-0. Ooh, a pretty hard crossface there by Zigwig. They're going to go out of bounds, so they'll come back to the center of the mat.
Bobby Skaden-Stelner is leading his match by a score of 4-0 as they look to start the second period.
I think Ethan is trailing by 1, I believe. 3-2 the score over there.
And Harbaugh and Zigweed look like they're about out of gas.
Yeah. Harbaugh picks up the escape. You know, Ty, I like, he has been working pretty hard. He has lost some weight. He's actually, you can see, I remember him from last year, and I think he's quicker. He's able to get in a little better position. So it's really nice to see that. He's a junior. Oh, there he is.
He was able to recover.
Oh, boy. He did. Winds up with the takedown, and now the pin. Last year, that wouldn't have happened. You know, you're still trying to figure out the sport, figuring out position and things of that nature, and this year, it's a little different story. No matter what he does the rest of the day, that was a different story from last year. And congratulations there to Ty Harbaugh picking up the pin. Well, there you have it. And speaking of pins, over here, is that Evan or
Evan.
Ethan? I mean,
Evan.
He just lost via the pin on the black mat, and
looks like can't quite see the scoreboard.
I'm going to guess 7-0 from my angle, but it's kind of hard to tell.
I'll go with you on that, 7-0.
We can pick up on that one, and then we're probably going to go ahead and close the door for this round and let you take a look at our sponsors. We can catch a little bit of a break ourselves here, and we get ready for round number 3 at high noon here at Black River Falls. Bobby trying to come up with a pinning combination. He's got that cradle locked up, and now he gets the turn. Well, let's see if he can finish things off.
That looks like a good cradle from here.
Yep, and it was, says Wayne Keenan, our official there on mat number 1. Well, Carl, 2 rounds down. We didn't really see anything major as far as upsets, but this round number 3, we're going to see some pretty good matches coming up.
Yep, we're going to see all these brackets that have been a little maybe on the short side. They get rid of a lot of the buys first and second round. We're going to start seeing some 106, some 113, and then we're going to get into the meat and the potatoes portion of the middle weights.
Yeah.
Where we're going to see some of these 1 and 2 seeds starting to meet each other, and it's weird to see that in the middle of a tournament. Normally, the bracketing, we see those guys meet in the semifinals and in the finals, but with this round robin style, we're going to see that coming up.
Could be some interesting matches here. Well, we'll take a break, and when we come back live, it will be round number 3. We keep the cameras up and running. We'll let you take a look at our sponsors, and we'll return here at Black River Falls. For Carl Zuby, I'm Ken Manning saying thanks for watching this Western Wisconsin Video Production LLC of the Coulee Conference Wrestling Tournament here at BRF. Back in just a few moments.